Hello, everybody. Chrissy here with the Supermoon special. A blue Supermoon special. So the Supermoon, of course, and it's a plain full moon here down, but in northern hemisphere it's the Supermoon, which means that it is the full moon and it is as close to the Earth as it's going to get for the year. Um, So I thought I would do a reading. I'm going to use the English Magic Tarot. Hi, Leslie King. How are you? So blue supermoon in the Northern Hemisphere. I don't know that it's a particularly strong moon here down in the Southern Hemisphere, but it is a beautiful moon. If you look out, you thing. Look at my skin. It's shocking, isn't it? Hi, Maura. Good morning to you. And good evening to Leslie in Queensland. Stormy where you are, Leslie. Wow. Well, you take care. Remember to turn things off if you need to. So this is a great deck. I picked it up for a really good price. And yeah, the English Magic Tarot. I think I paid $20 for it or something. And it's great. I love it. Hi, Linda B. You're getting ready for school today. Okay. Now, speaking of storms, of course, Florida is that's just James in the background, is battening down its hatches for Adalia. So yeah, but what messages does the supermoon have for people? The blue supermoon. Yeah, my face is particularly not at its best today, but you know. Let's have a look. Blue supermoon. What messages does it have for us? The Three of Coins. It is a very, very good, powerful time to come together as a group, as a community. Yeah, I will tell James you said hello. So, yeah, we have a judge here. His Honour, he's very bereaved, or he might not even be a judge. It could just be a very rich person, a client with the time in which these cards are set. That's quite possible. So, but it is a good time to come together and acknowledge the work of yourself and of others. The Magician. This is a very powerful moon, and it can really, really open the way for you to manifest good things in your life. The energy is very, very strong and very creative. So it is, as with all full moons too, it is also a good time to release those things that do you no service and those things that do you no justice as well. That it is a very, very powerful moon to use the energy of to manifest good things for yourself and for others. Yeah, and one more message. Wow, justice. This is very interesting, given what is happening in various parts of the world at the moment. This is this moon does not provide judgment. If you manifest for yourself without wishing harm on others, you can, it's you know. Hi, Carol Jaggy. It's nice to see a new name. I'm just going to move that, wipe that coaster over. That's what you heard clattering before. So justice, this blue. I'm reading on the blue supermoon, and it. Hang on a minute. We just had a near miss coming home from James picking me up from the train station. Popped over to a supermarket to grab some milk and stuff, and on the way home had a near miss. So well, I hope that it all works out for you well. So it's a good time, Leslie, for you to start manifesting and thinking positive thoughts about your future work situation. The outcomes that come out of this period of manifestation and stuff will be justified if you manifest from your heart. You can ask for good things for yourself. You can ask for a little bit extra for yourself, but as long as it's not at the expense of others. So yes, you know. Um, so the outcome for what you want or what you want to manifest will be justified. If you only, if you want a little bit more security for yourself, but you don't want it at the cost of others, then you will get a good justified outcome. If you just want, I want to see such and such go down for this, if that person's meant to go down, they will. And that's justice. So it's all also a good time to ask for justice. So depending on where it comes from, what you're wishing for. Now, one of the Republican House Majority Leaders, the House Majority Leader, Steve Scalise, the Republican House Majority Leader, Steve Scalise, has been diagnosed with cancer. So we will put out some positive energy to him and his family to fight. Whether you agree with his politics or what you think personally of him, it's going to be a hard fight. And we do want people to have their best chance to recover. And yeah. Now, have you got any questions for me about the supermoon or the blue supermoon or about anything else? It's a horrid thing for everyone. So blessings and healing energy to him and his family. Might not agree with his politics, might even think personally that he's a bit of a DICK, but that doesn't mean that you want an outcome for him that's anything but the best in the fight he has ahead of him. So we'll ask for a beneficial outcome for him and to everybody else who is suffering from such diseases. So yeah. Now, has anyone got any questions? And can you hear me okay? And am I talking too fast? Sheila always says I talk so fast. So it can be a bit. I know we have several friends in the community who are in Florida, and let's hope for the best for them. They are in that swath of Florida that's going to be affected by Hurricane Idalia. So yeah, I'm perfect. Thank you. Well, of course, I'm not too fast for you, Leslie. You're Australian. How does the blue moon affect this? Okay, I am more than happy to do a single card read on those sorts of things. Well, in fact, I think I might do 2 cards each. So you are going through probate matters for your mother. How does the blue supermoon affect this? Carol Jaggy. We have the Knight of Swords and then the Ten of Swords. Well, that's very interesting. And, coming up first is the Knight of Swords. So things are going to could get quite a little bit chaotic for you and your family here, Carol, going through probate matters. And I feel like there's a few things that you haven't really thought about or hadn't even realized were there that will have to be assessed for probate and stuff. And then we have the Ten of Swords. There could be a bit of a bun fight happening. So this is the Knight of Swords. And here we have the Ten of Swords. A bit of a bun fight, and maybe, I don't know what the family dynamic is there, but there could be a little bit of tussle over a few things. Some people might even feel like they're not given a fair shake, but these things can happen depending on your family and your dynamic. So there's definitely a little bit of chaos coming, and maybe and feeling like, wow, it's a hard thing to go through. So this is also, the Ten of Swords is also called the long dark night of the soul. So it might feel like a very hard time, but this is the completion time of what has been a very hard time for you and your family. So it's basically anything that might be a little bit chaotic or a little bit of a battle or an argy-bargy about things. There's the pretty face of my cat cameo, will seem like supercharged. But the world, and that's a good card here, because that means that this journey with probate, with things for your mother, and I am sorry for your loss, Carol, is coming to an end. So this particular period in your life is coming to an end, and so it might be bringing it forward a little bit, and it will soon be over, and you'll then be able to move forward. I don't know that everyone will be particularly happy, but things will be as they should be, and you guys will be able to move forward. I feel like there might be one person who'll hang on and there's always a chance of that. But things will work as they should be with probate. But the chaos of it might get a little bit more chaotic. But also, I do feel like it's given a surge of energy to things, so that it will end with that Ten of Swords, and you'll be able to move on to the next phase of your life. I hope that makes sense for you, Carol. Anybody else got a question? I'd be happy today, because it's the supermoon, to do 3 cards for you. I just realized I don't have my computer glasses on. Oh my goodness, look at those shadows. Look at that. I look like a panda. So has anyone else got a question they'd like to ask me? And hello to all my lovely lurkers. I'm doing a Blue Supermoon special. So if you do have a question, I'll do 3 cards. I've been going for 15 minutes now, so I'll be going for maybe another half hour. We'll just see how many people join, but definitely another 15 minutes and possibly a bit longer than that. So what are you doing, Bubba? How's my Bubba girl? You want some nummies? Would you like some nummies? Would you like some crunches? Yeah. Come on. You want some crunches? There we go. There you go. That's my, those of you who don't know, that is my wonderfully lovely Bubba Girl cameo. What I might do is, okay. Maura, today is your son Kurt's birthday. He lives in Florida. Will he be okay? It is going to be a rough storm, and there's going to be a lot. It depends. Will he be okay? I think he will. I think he will. Might be unsettled for a while with the 4 of Cups. But you know what? I don't think so. I think that's more like, yeah, I'll be fine. He feels he'll be fine. He's not too worried. 4 of Cups can be a little bit about apathy. So he might get a little bit of a wake-up call, but I do think he'll be fine. Yeah. Things will be fine for him. Happy birthday. But yeah, maybe I don't know how long he's been in Florida, but maybe he's gotten a little bit apathetic. So he might get a little bit of a wake-up call, a little bit of a wind up his skirt or something. Well, maybe might learn a little lesson about respecting the power of the storm a bit more. But yeah, they'll be okay. I know, having grown up in cyclone country, which is what we call hurricanes down in the southern hemisphere, you get, oh God, it's going to hit us. Oh, it doesn't hit us. Oh, it's only a cat one, or it's only this, or it's only that. Or it doesn't hit us. Oh, it's going to hit us. Oh, it doesn't. It swung away. And you do get a bit apathetic about it. And then when you do have something that just causes complete chaos, you think, well, I'm glad I at least still did the prep and all that, because you can get, yeah, you do the prep and nothing happens, so everything goes. But then occasionally you do get a reminder of why. You should do all that stuff and be prepared, and never just assume, and don't get apathetic. So yeah. Has anyone else got a question? It can be a political question if you want. It can be a personal question. One more card. Will Kirk and his family be safe? 3 of Coins. Yep, they'll be safe. They might actually go to a shelter or somewhere, but they'll be safe. They'll be safe. They'll be okay. Okay. And they might help others. So you still hate all those siren warnings that they put over the telly and radio when cyclones are coming. Yeah. And Laura, don't worry if you don't hear from him for a few days. If communications get knocked out or something, that he won't leave you hanging. As soon as he can contact people, he will. This past March, yeah. Oh my goodness, what a hard time. Yeah. Mm. Let's have a look at what the energy of the blue supermoon means for the cases against Donald Trump. And we'll just in general, Florida, Washington, Georgia, and anywhere else, and any other one, New York, any of them. Will the blue supermoon have any charging effect on these cases? Fortune. Wow. This is the Wheel of Fortune. La Fortuna. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune's going to turn yet again. Which way is it going to turn for Donald Trump with all these cases? I like this representation of it, especially because look at all this. They're all like little missives, little pieces of paper, note paper, or letters, bits of evidence, more and more and more. The Two of Swords. He's going to be arraigned next week in Georgia. There is procrastination. This can be about procrastination, but this can also be about blind judgment and walking blind. So, and not having any idea which way to turn. Making your mind up. He's really got to make some decisions. The Star. The Star. Now, what does it mean, the Star mean for these cases against Trump? Well, it could mean that he has a hope of defeating them, but I do not think so. This is definitely, these cards are set around the time of scientific illumination, so the Renaissance and other things, and scientific discovery. And this is like, I've just gotten a blank. So, I'm not completely infallible. Yeah. This is Sir Isaac Newton, stands amidst the heavens. He holds a prism that splits starlight into a rainbow. Yeah, Renaissance natural magic consisted largely of the attempt to draw down benign astral influences from the heavenly spheres. We have, and I said, what did it mean for the cases against Trump for them? Hope, renewed hope. It's like even more light being shone. What might have appeared to be one simple thing is going to be broken up then into even more different aspects. You know, how a simple light is shone into a prism and it then split into so many colors, and then it all seems to coalesce again, and then it split again. Um, wow, it's going to be quite a dynamic time too. What's on the bottom here? Judgment. A great deal of judgment. This is the Wicker Man. He wanted to be worshipped. He wanted to be worshipped. Well, be careful you don't be judged and hoisted on by your own petard. So this is the judgment of what comes from wanting that worship and that power. Um, Hoist by your own petard is the saying. Um, yeah. Your bid for power brought you down. Okay. Any other? Does anyone want a reading? A question? So it's going to mean good things for the case against Trump. You'll take a reading. Okay, what would you like the three cards to be about? Do you just want general, or what the blue supermoon means for you? We can do that. What does the blue supermoon mean for Mora? Right. General, what does the blue supermoon mean for Mora? I'll put them face down. Okay. The Queen of Coins. This is a really, really good time to gather your resources around you, and you feel energized. And you have power. Bring out your power. And your power is certainly about being able to provide for yourself and others. The Page of Wands. Wow, what a wonderful time to start expressing yourself. Maybe you haven't expressed yourself in a while. And okay, so this is a great opportunity for you to start expressing some part of yourself that maybe you had hidden away or suppressed for a while. Start telling your tale. Start telling your story. There's richness in you. There's not necessarily luxurious riches like money and all that, but the richness inside of you is wonderful and glorious. And wow, the sun. The sun. This is, oh, look at this, the Spanish courtier. this blue supermoon is bringing in is hailing the start of a period of growth and creativity and happiness for you. So I do sense it's also going to bring you some security, whether it's physical, financial, emotional, an increase in security for you, but it's also a great time for you to start expressing yourself, sharing your story, and it leading into a period of good things for you. Brightness, period of happiness. The goal, this golden person is like, it may feel like for whatever reason, everything you touch turns to gold, whether it's financial, emotional, career-wise, it doesn't really matter. This is a really good period of time for you, that it's starting, the start of a really good period of time for you. So the next few months are going to be touched with the golden light at times. Okay. Hi, Pamela Roma. Oh, thank you. Well, before you have to go to work, would you like a quick reading on what the supermoon holds for you? Better get these cards around the right way so that they're all oh, please. Okay, so 3 cards for Pamela Roma of what the supermoon blue supermoon holds for her. Good day, leading into a good day. The King of Wands, compassion, security, leadership. 3 of Swords. It might feel like you've good time for you to move on from some betrayal or heartbreak. If you are betrayed, you'll be able to move on. But there's a real, your leadership qualities and your compassionate qualities are going to be called upon. Whether it's in a personal way or a work way, you'll be called upon to move on from some incident that, while it hurts at the time, well, not hurts at the time, it's a good time to move on from some of those things that have hurt you. And the decisions you're going to be making over the next few months will all be justified and will turn out as they should for you. So good luck with that, Pamela. Hi, Edna May. I am doing 3 card personal readings today as a blue supermoon special. So if you'd like a personal reading about what the supermoon means for you, you've been in a slump. Well, that's what that 3 of Swords could be. Something happened that sent you into a bit of a slump, and now is the energy from the moon is going to help you move on and move forward. That's okay. Thank you. So, Edna, if anyone watching would like a supermoon reading, and all my lovely lurkers, hello. And if you choose to watch later on, thank you for pressing on that button on my video to watch it. I do appreciate it. If you could give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. So I'm going to go for about another 10 minutes. Hi, human generic, or maybe a bit longer. We'll see how many people join. So if you would like a 3 cards blue supermoon reading for yourself, please say so. Family and work, will it settle soon? Okay. Overwhelmed with family and work, will it settle soon? 2 of Wands. Page of Swords. 3 of Wands. I do feel like, yes, it will. The 2 of Wands, things haven't gone a little bit quite as you planned because of family and work. I think you foresaw a bit of an easier path for yourself lately, but recently, but things seem to have gone, pardon my French, boobs up. Hi, Denise Trudeau. And yeah, and you maybe even feel like somebody's let you down, you know, and you maybe even feel a little bit disappointed because what you envisioned happening hasn't come through yet. You know, notice the yet. So you maybe a little bit of disappointment with how things have gone, but the pages are messengers, and this messenger is possibly legal, possibly intellectual, but they're also very much about mercurial happenings. Remember I said yet, because the 3rd card the supermoon has for you is the 3 of Wands, which is the results of your hard work being realized. So a little bit more patience for you, Edna May, and yeah, the supermoon has got a message for you in that, even though it might not seem like things have worked out as you envisioned and things gone a little bit chaotic, there is news coming soon. And yes, you will get the rewards of the work you put in. You just lost yourself. Okay, well, this certainly makes a bit more sense. This disappointment, this can be disappointment and so on, and I think you're disappointed in yourself. It's okay to feel bad at times, especially as you've been feeling like waiting for the other shoe to drop. Is it going to work out as I planned? Is it not? It doesn't look like I'm going to. I'm a little bit disappointed. Things like that. The 3 of Wands is the payoff for your hard work, the reward for your hard work. Okay? In whatever it is. A 3-card read for Denise Trudeau. For those of you who are wondering what this deck is, it is the English Magic Tarot. It is set at the time of Enlightenment, the Renaissance, the time of Enlightenment. I really do enjoy using it. It's a lot of fun. Denise Trudeau. And look, I do personal readings face-to-face. I use Jitsi Link or even StreamYard. Zoom I don't tend to use, but I do face-to-face readings. Okay, they're an hour and you get dealt across what, you know, I put several options to you. So if you do want one, they're $30 US or the closest rounded figure in your currency. So $30 US is $42 Australian, and it's $40 Australian, that sort of thing. So, yeah. So, Denise Trudeau. 3 cards for what message the supermoon has for you, darling. You again, you also have the Queen of Coins. Don't fear about, you like your luxuries. You like to spoil yourself at times. And I think you've been a little bit worried that you're not going to be able to continue to do that. Yes, you're willing to cut back on some things, but you're still a bit worried that you might not be able to just treat yourself a little bit now and then. But we've got the 4 of Swords. And this is calling for you to just take a step back, have a little bit of a rest, a relax, a meditation. So here's the Queen of Wands. Take a little bit of rest, a relax, a little bit of meditation, Denise, and have a think. And this is the 7 of Wands, which can be about standing firm and having a clearer view. This far, no further. You will be able to stand and come out the other end of whatever you might fear is a little bit of a trying time. And you are very strong in your beliefs and very firm in standing up what you believe for, what you believe. Hi, Annie W. How are you, darling? So definitely, it is a good time to do that. So it's, yes, you're a bit worried, but take a break. Give yourself a little bit of time. One of the things I have a whole heap of facial stuff here, and I can very rarely afford to go and get a professional facial. So I'll give myself a little bit of facial, give myself a little bit of time off, a little bit of relax and a little bit of spoil time. It's a good time for you to do that. And yeah, and stand firm in what you're doing. You're doing the right thing and the energy is behind you. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, thank you, darlings. Thank you for those lovely comments. I'm terrible for putting cards back in upside down. How you going, Annie? You want a couple of Supermoon cards? I'll give you a couple of Supermoon cards. I know I'm doing a reading for you later in the week, but just a little bit of the cards about the Supermoon for you. And W. Oh, you're being tossed about, darling, and that feeling is really, really strong. Okay? That feeling's really, really strong about you being tossed about, and maybe you feel like things are getting a little bit out of your control and you're having a bit of struggle trying to slow down. Step back, take a little bit of a rest, have trust in yourself and your abilities, okay? And you will soon feel like that control coming back. Some meditation and some deep breaths. And you know what? I do feel like this is the supermoon saying, hang on a bit tight because things going to happen a lot quicker than you think. So, yeah, it's not going to drag out like you fear it will, whatever the situation is. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Pamela, for that. Yes, I don't often do, because I am working full time and stuff, but I'm trying to get in a little bit more apart from my things on the weekend, doing some collabs with people. Sheila Celtic Tarot and I got together and we did a recording. We recorded a session on Sunday morning my time, and she emailed me the next day saying the sound was totally stuffed on it, so we've got to get together and do another one. And yeah, but I am planning soon, organising to get together with Linda G. I have recently been on Kelly's channel with Dozen Cats for Me. So yeah. Anyway, what I might do now is wrap this up. Thank you for everyone for joining me, and if you're watching later on, thanks for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, I opened up with a general full moon, supermoon reading for just us in general, everyone in general, what it can bring for us. And so I will be back on Saturday morning my time for my usual live. And the members only live on Sunday mornings at 8:30 my time, which is 8:30 Eastern in the US. But I might pop on and do a little live Friday morning. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see. Just see what time I wake up because I work from home. But yeah, on Fridays. So anyway, it's been lovely to have you there and to have you here. And as usual, my darling, stay strong, stay healthy, stay loving, and above all, stay laughing. Bye-bye.